So, Mom, I want to tell you the whole truth about this new Mario movie.
New Mario movie, it's a flop.
Why is this a flop that we've waited for 30 years?
30 years? You waited for Mario?
No, it's been 30 years since that Night Side 3 movie came out.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
it has John
Have you
Leguizamo.
seen the 1993 one?
No, I never watched the Super Mario Brothers movie or Jurassic Park. Because I've lied to you.
Okay.
I know I'm sorry for lying.
I know, you're always sorry for lying.
But I've told you the real truth. You're going to witness me doing the review.
Okay.
So, I've understood that today, I'll do a little quick, not a quick review, I'm going to do a review of the new Mario movie that I'm talking about. So, I noticed that what happened to the original Mario movie is that it was like Disney's answer to Ghostbusters, except for the fact that this Mario movie, which features Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, that I knew him in Ice Age and Moulin Rouge and Encanto, as well as Samantha Mathis and Dennis Hopper, were involved in this movie because of Ricky Morton and Annabelle Jankel. They directed that movie. When this movie originally came out 30 years ago, it just bombed at $38.9 million. But I understood what went wrong for this movie is that if I was believing this was a fairy tale, and now that from a dystopic moment to 30 years later, we end up getting a reboot movie that has taken the form of an animated adventure film. For some reason it was created by Illumination. I noticed there's something weird about why Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic were chosen to direct this movie together. There's one thing about the whole plot. So the plot is very simple. So these two Italian brothers, Mario and Luigi, voiced by Chris Pratt and Charlie Day, are separated from a magical pipe that takes them to both the Mushroom Kingdom and the Darklands Kingdom. However, they are caught in a battle between the Mushrooms and the Koopas in what both Bowser and Peach, voiced by Jack Black and Anya Taylor-Joy, have led their battle to see who wins. Even though for Donkey Kong, who is a huge gorilla in the Jungle Kingdom of the Kong Kingdom, voiced by Seth Rogen, teams up with them, even though his father, King Cranky Kong, voiced by Fred Armisen from Mitchell's vs. the Machines, has summoned him to do his bidding. In that bidding, they have to stop Bowser from marrying Peach, in what Mario has to rescue Luigi first. And this is where they cause some sort of merged reality where the Mushroom Kingdom gets collided with New York City together in just one go. But let me get it straight out of the way. It took only 5 years for this movie to be developed. Actually, it took only 7 years to be made in this movie. From a span of 7 years from 2016 to this year, I understood this movie was officially released on an interesting release date. Well, is this feeling like a fish out of water? I checked out the release date that was released in China for the first time ever. But I understood what went wrong for this movie. This movie was said to have been released for the Christmas holiday season of 2022, and then it got bumped up to spring 2023 to ditch competition with Puss in Boots' Last Wish and I Want to Dance with Somebody, and most notably, Avatar: The Way of Water. And what I understood that this is kind of weird. When this film got released on April 4th, 2023 in China, it bombed on a box office budget of $66.4 million on a budget of $100 million. Now, let me get everything out that way. Because I know it received mixed and negative reviews from critics. They praised the animation musical score and faithfulness to the source material and Jack Black's portrayal of Bowser. but they criticized it for the writing abundance of fan service, courtesy of fascism. And I noticed it was completely bad because it was so cringy, because this is why Illumination just ran out of luck after the failure of Minions: The Rise of Gru. But let me discover why they also dropped a trailer for that ugly ass movie called Migration. I don't know what the heck is Migration. I thought this was a Valiant Freebirds. I thought it was like Valiant meets Freebirds. But look at the animation. It looks hideously weird and extremely ugly, from my opinion. If I really have to give myself 7 reasons why I begin to realize why I lost interest in Illumination, because I learned that I now fucking hate Illumination. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You want to see something cool? Okay, now you die. Now let's try and put the pieces together in this puzzle box. Now, the plot where Mario has to rescue Luigi and Peach from Bowser was ripped straight directly from the 1999 live-action film, The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland, in which Elmo gets his blanket stolen by Huxley, and Elmo has to go on a quest to rescue his blanket from Huxley, and it was done in one shot. As I liked this movie, I liked it because it was fun, and then they stole another key element being ripped straight directly from Shrek. But I understood why it was stolen from Shrek, because all the ogre cares about is marrying Fiona, because he doesn't want to let the dictator marry the princess. And that was okay for me to handle this problem. Interestingly, I've understood there was another key element being involved around kart racing. As I know this concept of a movie, the concept of kart racing in space was ripped straight from the 2008 Speed Racer movie, which was done so perfectly by the Wachowski sisters. As I noticed, it was really cool because I know the directors behind that ill-fated Matrix had a sci-fi movie that had to put a lot of fossil fuel into it. And that was really good. That came out 15 years ago in 2008. Yeah, that movie was awesome. And now, I am going to tell you the real reason why Illumination sucks. So, this company nowadays, they just cared, like, even though Blue Sky Studios is always up and down with decent animation projects, their use of animation sucks. From nowadays, we changed our minds and discovered why this movie was dead on arrival. There's a few bad reasons why it's woke, and they made Peach flanderized into a girl boss. I just don't understand what the heck is going on with this movie. You should take a look at what Sonic did in 2020 and 2022. That's why Paramount did a good job trying to copy Hop in a good way. And that's how Illumination sucks at everything for like the past 10 years, since I have no one to think of. No one should know why. This is what the Super Mario Bros. Movie should have looked like. This is what the fan casting could have been better. I think who directed it. Let me learn. There's one thing about why I want Seth MacFarlane to direct that movie. I think Seth MacFarlane could have been the right choice to direct this movie. It could have been really, really better. But it's not okay what I saw in the final product. It's going to be far more relevant for the past, and it's all what we tried. They tried to honor the stories, and it's going backward, and it sucks. It's gone too backwards. They've gone backwards. They want to go forward and now backward. All animation is Disney. Well, sort of. So, from now on, I should discover why I should give this movie. What's the perfect movie rating? I know. I am going to give this movie, some sort of big middle finger in that Mario coffin. None other than a goddamn, god-awfully 0 out of 10. Because this movie is literally apeshit. Right, Mum?
So, Hal, stop
You
swearing.
know it!
Drink your hot tea. Don't
Yes.
let it get cold again.
I knew this was true. Yes. Illumination should fuck itself. Fuck you, Illumination. And fuck you, Chris Pratt. Yeah. I should set this movie on fire with a flamethrower. Yeah, I should set Illumination on fire. I could light a match and set the company on fire. Torch the franchise and run. You know what to say? Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, no, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. A Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, no. And now, let's try and set the Mario movie on fire. Are you ready to set the Mario movie on fire? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Set. Okay. It's gonna be one heck of a firecracker. In 3, 2, 1, now! There you go. I'd finally got my revenge on Illumination. I finally understood the lesson. You know what they say. You should never send a plumber to do the work of the chosen one. And that is what I learned from my mother. Good night, everyone. Bye.